Alright, here we have young Scott, our brewery assistant, and we are making the Maple Red Ale today at F&M Brewery. And Scott is now just taking the wort from our grant and transferring it over to our copper kettle. So we'll follow young Scott. He's a student at the Niagara Brewing College. Yep. And if you're wondering who's speaking, this is Matthew George, Sales and Marketing for F&M Brewery. And over there is our trusted brewer, George Eagleson.
Or Dobbin.
And so, what we have going on here is we have, let's go up to the kettle here. We've got our wort coming in here. You probably can't see it. Let's see. Oh, there we go. We've got some wort coming into our copper kettle here, and on this side, it's going to be very, very steamy, but we're sparging our malt. Alright, Scott up there, he's using our dipstick to see what our volume is in our copper kettle there. Oh, very, very nice, very nice. So where are we at?
About 13 hex right now.
13 hex right now? We're looking to get up to about 19 hex for this Maple Red Ale. I know you can see our sophisticated dipstick is just a stick with notches on it. You want to give a close-up of that here? Oh yeah, look at that. That's some scientific, sophisticated.
Is that 20 or is that 21?
That looks
looks like 21, doesn't it? But it's actually 20.
You tell us, public. What is that?
And this is 21 up here.
That's 21.
Yeah, it looks like 21.
That's 20. That's 19.
That's 19. Yeah.
So that's where we're aiming for, and right now we're right about here. So I don't know, maybe 20 minutes, you think?
Yeah, it's about 20 minutes.
Sounds good. So here we are. We're actually brewing an Imperial Maple Red at the same time that we're doing our red. It's just a test batch, so we're hoping to get about probably about 40 liters out of it. And what we've done is we've actually pulled the wort off of our normal Maple Red, and we're going to be putting it in this little kettle here to create the Imperial Maple Red. And there's our Brewmaster George staring at some fire, trying to figure out what his next step is.
We're in a bit of a leak through one of these valves, so I'm going to do a stop and take the wort out just for a few minutes. So often I find wort is a good sealant for there's a slight.
So we've got a slight leak, is what he's saying here.
So we've added, but it seems to be sealing, so we're going to hold off.
Alright, so we're checking the gravity here of our Maple Red. And we've got the cold water going in to cool down the wort. The wort's into the copper there. And here's our hydrometer that's going to check to see what the gravity is. And let's see where our magic number comes to. What does that look like to you?
It's about 12.3.
12.3?
And then you have to look on here. Now it looks like -1, so about 12.2, which is different than our refractometer reading, which means our refractometer is probably not working quite right. So
good stuff. So this is the official reading right now. So what's the next step?
I think we're going to put just a little bit more wort in the kettle and then we should be good.
Good stuff. Alright, so here we are at the copper kettle. We're at a boil. We're going to add some hops now.
We got some Centennial and some Fuggles and stuff, so it should be
good stuff,
delicious.
Good stuff.
So you always got to add it slowly and then stir.
Here, maybe I can stir while you add.
Yeah.
Stir and film. Mmm, hops.
If you notice, I skimmed off a lot of the hot break, but it's still going to be boiling up pretty aggressively. So you always have to be gentle when you add hops, and stirring helps as well. But if this starts to boil up, it's going to burn. It's like right there, you can see that. So you always have to be gentle when you add hops to your boil.
I'm not left-handed, so this turning with the left hand is
This is gonna be the hard one.
this is the hard one. Why is that? Because there's
Very
lots.
high alpha acids. Very.
Which one's this? What hop is this?
This is Centennial. I think it's like 11%.
It smells fantastic though, those Centennial hops.
Yes.
So excited! Oh my God, like 3 of us up with the best name.
Here we go. Smells
So
awesome.
excited to be using the Centennial.
I know. Look at the color
Oh
too.
my God. I could just smell that pine.
It's gonna be
So
amazing.
excited. Oh guys, let's see. Hey, we got room for another one. This could be like instead of having a Volkswagen Beetle, we could how many
brews can you
get
fit?
up with the mess?
I would say about 3 more.
Yeah, I'd say. I think so.
Depending on the size
We
too.
need to slide.
Well, you want to slide from the malt deck down here.
Yeah. And
That's
the
sweet.
fireman's bowl. Fire person.
Fire person's cool. Looks
Looking
it's
good.
Yeah, looks like it's not gonna boil over.
No, it looks beautiful.
All right, so we're in our laboratory here doing our measuring out our hops for our Imperial Maple Red. So we've just zeroed out the scale, and we're going to add some Millennium hops.
15.5% alpha acids, which is pretty high. And then we've got some Centennial weighed out as well for bittering.
We got 70 grams of Centennial, and we're going to put 50 grams of the Millennium hop here. And these are our bittering hops that we're going to put in at the beginning of the boil. All right, here we've got Scott pulling out the mash from the mash tun.
Mashing out or digging out?
Mashing out or digging out. And we actually give this to a local farmer who feeds it to his cattle. All right, so we've got our emptying our mash tun here. And up here, we've got George now adding the maple syrup to the copper kettle to create our Maple Red Ale. We're in stock for 2012 Maple Red Ale.
Very exciting. And our first Imperial Maple Red Ale on the side.
Okay, so we've got our Imperial Maple Red to the boil now. We're going to add some hops. I believe these ones here are the Millennium and the Centennial. It smells amazing. Just stirring it a bit so it doesn't boil over. Gotta add them nice and slow. Oh, that smells good. Alright, so we're on the Imperial Maple Red Ale, and we're doing our last hop addition with some whole leaf hop here. What hop is this?
Legacy.
Legacy and
Calypso.
Calypso.
Yeah. Tropical infusion.
Yeah. Nice pear apple notes in there with some lime from the Legacy.
Nice.
Oh my god. Goes well with the maple syrup.
And so this is right at the 0 minute mark, meaning that we're using the spoon or ladle here to create a vortex here. And George over here is doing our maple syrup. Oh, look at that nice dark maple syrup.
Got some of that in there, eh? Look at this.
That is some good stuff.
Right on.
Beautiful.
Making me hungry and thirsty at the same time. Okay, so now we are transferring our wort, which is down there, and it is going through our little heat exchanger, which is right here. You can see the water going out there, which is exchanging the heat, so that water's pretty warm, and the beer, which we're hoping at about 20 degrees Celsius, is now going into our little baby fermenter here, which holds roughly 40 liters, I would guess.
It's called the torpedo.
Called a torpedo.
Because it looks like a torpedo.
And we will we'll be fermenting and slight aging in that as well. So we are very, very close to finish here, besides adding our yeast and then the waiting game. Waiting to drink. All right, now we're doing our yeast addition. Head Brewmaster George.
So exciting. Thanks.
Yeah, this is a lot of fun.
Thank you, Matthew. Thank you, Matthew. Did you say, you guys?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh.
There we go.
And
Oh, there we go.
oh, this is going to be a good beer.
Awesome.
It's too bad they don't have smell-o-vision on these videos because it smells amazing. And that's that. Thanks for joining us. Cheers.